Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. New disrespect for Caitlin Clark from the rest of the WNBA sparks Gilbert Arenas and sends a blunt message. Gilbert Arenas has entered the ongoing conversation surrounding Caitlin Clark with a sharp critique of how some WNBA players have treated the Indiana Fever star, hitting out at a perceived lack of respect. The guard is known for her supreme talent on the court at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse but doesn't always enjoy the respect of her peers, who resort to flagrant fouls in their bids to stop her. Whilst in the media, she is also seldom given the credit she deserves for helping push the league into a modern golden era of popularity since being selected as the overall first pick in the 2024 draft. According to Arenas, this was once again on show during the disparity between her fan, media, and player all-star votes as Clark topped fan voting and ranked third in media selections, but she came in ninth among player votes. Comparter en WhatsApp. A envier por email. A Indiana Fever. Does Indiana Fever really need Caitlin Clark, or is it just a bad team with Stephanie White at the helm? They suffer another painful defeat at home. A Indiana Fever. 2025 WNBA All-Star Drama. Cheryl Reeve to lead Team Clark amid fan backlash. Gilbert Arenas has entered the ongoing conversation surrounding Caitlin Clark with a sharp critique of how some WNBA players have treated the Indiana Fever star, hitting out at a perceived lack of respect. The guard is known for her supreme talent on the court at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse but doesn't always enjoy the respect of her peers, who resort to flagrant fouls in their bids to stop her. Caitlin Clark comforts Sophie Cunningham after not getting the ball with the Indiana Fever. Whilst in the media, she is also seldom given the credit she deserves for helping push the league into a modern golden era of popularity since being selected as the overall first pick in the 2024 draft. According to Arenas, this was once again on show during the disparity between her fan, media, and player all-star votes as Clark topped fan voting and ranked third in media selections, but she came in ninth among player votes. Game highlights: Niagara River Lions vs. Winnipeg Sea Bears, July 4, 2025. Gills did not take this lightly, and the former NBA All-Star, this discrepancy towards the 23-year-old highlights a broader issue in the WNBA's attitude toward its most marketable new talent. Y'all eat, Arenas said bluntly on his Gills Arena show. This is what you wanted. This is what you needed. We are not watching you for your talent. Someone came in that everybody wants to watch, kids and everybody. Now, we can see your talents. He further claimed that Clark's arrival in the league has transformed public interest in the WNBA, and that without her, TV ratings and general enthusiasm returned to their previous levels markedly lower. To underscore his point, Arenas drew a direct comparison between the Fever ace and the NBA's most famous player, Michael Jordan, by pointing out the latter's impact in the 1990s led to a surge in television revenue, endorsements, and global popularity. In his view, Clark is doing the same for the WNBA, and the players should recognize that instead of resisting it. She is the one creating opportunities, Arenas implied. Don't beat her up. Enjoy the growth. Do your job. Clark likened to LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Just as Jordan's rise elevated the league and increased salaries across the board, Clark's visibility is bringing sponsors, viewers, and legitimacy to the WNBA. So he issued a clear warning. Pushing back against Clark could backfire for the league's athletes as negative sentiment aimed at her is already triggering a backlash from fans and media, who view the hostility as unjustified. Arenas didn't stop at defending Caitlin either as he elevated her status in the basketball world. On the June 20th episode of the same podcast, co-host Josiah Johnson asked Arenas to name the top 3 basketball superstars today, across both the NBA and WNBA. Curry, LeBron, and Caitlin Clark, Arenas said. The definition of a superstar has nothing to do with your team's success. They don't give no F***KS about 70 wins, that's your team. By grouping her alongside the Los Angeles Lakers LeBron and Golden State Warriors Curry, Arenas reinforced the notion that superstar status transcends stats and team records as the Fever hover around .500. They are next in action on Wednesday, July 9th as they take on the Golden State Valkyries, the league's newest team, just says after Indiana won the WNBA Commissioner's Cup. The cold court, Disrespect and Dialogue in the WNBA, Basketball. Act I, The Rising Star. Caitlin Clark arrived in the WNBA carrying not just a basketball, she brought an experience. Remember the wildfire viewership of 18.9 million during her NCAA finales? That was more than hype, it was historic. People.com. When the Indiana Fever selected her #1 overall in 2024, TV ratings soared, 2.45 million for the draft, 1.7 million for her debut, record for ABC coverage. en.wikipedia.org. On court, her stats shone too, rookie assist and three-point records, triple-doubles, and at season's end, 19.2 ppg, 8.4 apg, 5.7 rpg, earning her Rookie of the Year. en.wikipedia.org. Clark's play revived fan interest, merchandise boomed, 2,000% online spike, and even ticketed charter flights happened for teams. She single-handedly stirred broadcast deals and franchise valuations. Fever became the second most valuable WNBA team at $370m. Clutchpoints.com. Yet, this spotlight provoked ambivalence. Act II. A frigid reception. As much as Clark's presence injected energy, it also exposed fractures. Among WNBA peers, a frost settled. All-Star snub. Despite leading fan voting with over 1.29 million votes, WNBA players ranked her just 9th. That disconnect drew cries of jealousy and resentment, some calling it pure jealousy. Veteran voices caution. Sue Bird reminded us of the disrespect in prematurely anointing rookies, telling Rich Eisen the hype around Clark felt dismissive of seasoned players. Subtle slights, perhaps most symbolic, the Chicago Sky typoed her name, Caitlin Clark, on their giant screen, sparking fandom fury over loud disrespect. Disrespect is loud, tweeted a Fever fan. Another, win this one just out of the disrespect. SI.com. What we see here is a silent but persistent undercurrent. Veterans bristle at sudden worship, old-timers concerned hobnobbing rookies threatens the league's core. Act III, Voices of the Game. On the broader stage, voices spoke up. Dawn Staley praised Clark's shooting and passing while balancing criticism about her riskiness, but emphasized constructive critique. The-Sun.com. Carolyn Peck, former Fever coach, pointed out the team performs better without Clark's ball dominance, and the Fever went 3-1.